Parents, I just want to say thank you for a very great end of the 2020 year. Not the school year, but the calendar year. We ended it strong with our Spirit Week and with a lot of assessments, as you know, before we left for our break. So thank you for all of your support and all your hard work as parents to get this going and keep it going. I do want to put some information out there for families, just if you had not seen it or heard it. But most importantly is that we do have an agreement. We will be on distance learning through at least March 1st. In February, we will reevaluate where we are with protocols and with COVID needs in our county, and then we will decide then where we will go as a district for learning. But for right now, we are staying on distance learning until at least March 1st. And that being said, I know a lot of parents have been asking me about tech support. Yes, things happen. Computers get things in them, they wear out. We are always replacing the tech help, and what ends up happening a lot of times is their tech help is usually 24 school hours. So if you put in a tech ticket, obviously Friday night, you're probably not going to hear back from anyone until Monday. But the information usually goes back to the email that you provide. What happens a lot is parents will do the phone. They don't provide the email, and it's hard to match people. Or what's been commonly happening is as parents are saying Los Altos, but not saying elementary, and then it's not going to the right channels. So please, my advice to all the parents, if you do need tech help, is to use the email address. Put the tech help as the email address here, and make sure to put your student's full name, your phone number, and your email for contact. So you need to put all those 4 things along with what the issue is. Some of the issues do get redirected to me, especially if it's just a password. Those ones do come back to me, and I usually will send you an email if it's like a password need. That kind of stuff can also be helped by the teacher. However, all the other stuff usually goes through tech help, but if you do put that information in an email, what ends up happening is I also get a copy of that, and then I'm able to follow up to see if your tech help is being addressed. So parents, I know things are needing to be replaced, and sometimes things happen, so please make sure that you do use our tech help support to address those needs. Also too, there are parents who didn't request tech in March, April, May because they had tech at home, and maybe now that tech isn't working, or that tech broke, and now they're needing new tech. If you do need the survey, we did take the survey off of the front page of the district info line here. You do need to email me, and I can send you a link to order any devices, and that's only for families who didn't already receive a device. If you do have a device and you need a replacement, you will have to go to tech help at hlpusd.k12sca.us. And I do want to remind parents that we have a lot of ways we're communicating with you, and while I do try to streamline, I do also try to put as much of it out there in as many places as possible. So yes, of course, we still have Remind, but you may also get posts from Parent Square. These ones I have been sending out as of late too. It's just another way to get information. And of course, if you're an observer on Canvas or your child, you'll also be able to see everything I post. Everything I put up, I also do follow up on Canvas. However, if it's something internal, like a list of names with kids' names on it, or a video with kids, that is only internal. So I do not post those items for you to access except on Canvas, or you could always email me and I can send you that link. So an example was our movie that we did, our sing-along, our first grade performance, our decoration, our poetry jam, and also our wonderful work that we did with all of our students, for Grandparents' Day. Those type of things were always just on Canvas because we don't want our students' images and likenesses to be out there for the whole world to see. So a lot of this stuff is on Canvas. So parents have asked me, oh, well, why didn't you post that on Blinkety Blink? Why didn't you send it out or put it on the website? Well, I don't do that to protect our children. So please remember, those kind of things will always be here. lists, names, things like that will be only on Canvas, so only our families can view those. I do want to say that we are going to have a materials pickup. We should have, so please be patient with us, because sometimes parents show up right at 8 and we're just getting here and we're trying to put stuff up. But on the 5th and the 6th in the morning, we're going to put out our stuff. About 2:30, we're going to bring all of our stuff in, but we are going to have a winter's materials pickup. These are just basic refills of supplies from the beginning of the year. And you can also pick up a tech bag. Now, if you do not want these items, it's just fine. Or you're still not feeling safe to come out, that's fine. You could always pick them up later. But on the 5th and the 6th, we are going to have these out there on tables with signs by grade level for you to pick up. When you come, please observe social distancing norms. Also, no hanging out. If you see your friend and another friend out there, do not get out of your cars and start talking and hanging out. We do want to avoid that. But we are going to have our materials out there by grade level. So we'll have kinder, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You take one of the bags with the materials in there and then go home and enjoy your bag and your items. If you can't come, it's not a big deal. It'll still be here. So at any time after this, let's say you don't need materials and you don't need a bag right now, but the end of January you need it, you can go ahead and call Miss Sid or email us, and we'll go ahead and we'll leave one out for you after this. But for our families on the 5th and the 6th, we will have tables out there with the stuff items up there, so you can just come on up and pick those up if you need them. I do want to remind parents too that there are a lot of resources out there regarding COVID, but some of our parents have heard this, and I've said it a couple times. We're here to help you. We understand that families are getting sick and needing support, but I do need to remind parents of this. If your family is supposed to be quarantining or you've taken a test, you shouldn't be coming out to pick up items. We've had times when parents have called us to tell us, I'm on the way to take a COVID test, I'm going to come by and get some materials. You are not supposed to come by to pick up materials. What we can do is we can always mail items to you. It might take a day or two extra, and we understand that could be a delay, but please, for the safety of you, for others, our staff, if something like that does happen to your family, and it has been happening to our families, let us know. We'll mail it out to you. No problem. No questions asked, just tell us, we'll send them out. Likewise, if your kids are missing because they are sick, and they are sick for any reason, you should let us know. But if they are sick for COVID, we do have to code those absences just to make sure that kids aren't, receiving consequences because they're ill. Please just let us know. This really shouldn't be a shame that, there's people with COVID. It's just what's happening. And even though parents are doing their best to social distance, do everything that they're supposed to do, things happen. So please let us know how we can help you. If we need to mail something out, we will. If your child needs to not come to school for a couple days because they're not feeling well, let us know. We're going to work with you. We want to be supportive of you. So this is the Lake Coast site, and I do have this on our website, but I do want to remind parents that there are some also wonderful websites out there, but this one is a really good one. And they do have a document where they have tons of resources for parents where you can just click on them. It's also on our website too, but if you were thinking of like activities you need to do during vacation because there's 2 weeks off and the kids need to keep going, there are things on here that you could be doing with your kids during the break that are pretty neat. Like the Disney Bedtime Hotline was really cute. So if you do have time and you want to look at that, that's from our Los Angeles County Office of Education, and it's under Resources for Parents and Families. So this is another thing that I can do to try to make things better. We hope everyone's doing well, and we just want to let you know that our teachers did sign a new MOU. So their schedules may change in the afternoons a little bit. I know we've gotten used to the schedules, but they may have to do some adjustments in the afternoon. So please be patient with our teachers when they come back in January. I know we got used to like having, I know at 12:15 my child's going to go to this. When they come back, they may be adjusting their schedules a little bit, so please be kind and patient with them as they work with their schedules and make adjustments. You know, we all thought we were planning to just December, and now that we're going to be extending our distance learning, teachers may be making some adjustments in the afternoon. This is for our after school small group time, so please be patient with them as they work through their schedules, and if things do have to change a little bit for your child, we understand that it is a disruption, but we are trying to do our best to make sure that we help all of our students. Thank you. Go Tigers, and may you have a safe and wonderful holiday, and we will see you in 2021.